Balance scorecard is one of the key areas which is focusing by the management accountants. Now let's go through and get a brief understanding with regard to balance scorecard, its perspectives, benefits, as well as drawbacks of this management concept. Balance scorecard is a management tool that provides stakeholders with a comprehensive measure of how the organization is progressing toward the achievement of its strategic goals. Balance scorecard provides a balanced and holistic view of an organization's performance by considering multiple perspectives. It helps align strategic objectives across different areas and enables better communication and understanding of the strategy and provide a framework for setting and tracking performance targets. Balance scorecard links with performance measures. It focuses on how do the customers see us, which means the customer's perspective. What must we excel at? What are the internal perspectives? Can we continue to improve and create value? Which means they are focusing on innovation and learning perspective. As well as how do we look at to the stakeholders or the shareholders, which means financial perspective. Based on the performance measures, we can identify 4 key perspectives of balance scorecard, which means financial perspective, customer perspective, internal process perspective, as well as learning and growth perspective. Since you are familiar with the financial perspective, let's start with it. Financial perspective relate to how the company's implementation and execution of the organizational strategy which affect the bottom line. It helps to evaluate the organization's financial performance and its ability to generate sustainable value. They can be measured by using measurement tools such as cash flow, sales growth, market share, operating income, as well as return on equity. When you are focusing on the financial perspective, some of the organizations may more focus on cost cutting and increase in selling prices. But there is a danger behind it. If the financial targets are dominant focus of the organization, then it may lead to the customer's perspective, which means customer's perspective can be jeopardized if the prices are increased for a greater return. At the same time, if they are focusing on the cost cutting, then the quality may be hampered. Therefore, we must have a balanced financial perspective in line with the cost and selling price. Internal business perspective include the business processes that have the great impact on customer satisfaction, such as factors that affect cycle time, quality, employee skills, productivity. Happy staff will give better service to customers and keep recruitment costs low. So you can see 2 other perspectives are simultaneously addressed by this internal business perspective. Wage reduction can help to the financial perspective, and quicker production time is good for customer perspective. Customer perspective examines the organization's performance from the standard point of its customers. It includes measures like customer satisfaction, customer retention, market share, and customer loyalty. The customer perspective includes four categories. Lead time, which means the time from order receipt to delivery. Quality, that means the defect levels and on-time delivery. Performance, as well as the service. If the organization achieves its customers' target, then we can see happy customers. If the customers are happy, they will buy more goods. Hence, the financial perspectives will be simultaneously assisted by it. Innovation and learning perspective is one of the key elements in today's business environment. Innovation and learning perspective involves goals and measurements relate to continuous improvement in the company's ability to innovate, improve, and learn. This includes research and development, improve operating efficiency, staff training, create more value for customers, all of which will boost morale in terms of internal perspective and create new products for market, which means more sales in the terms of financial perspective. And it will give more customers because customers may have variety of choices with new updates, which means it will improve customer perspective as well, which means innovation and learning perspective will assist all the four areas of the balanced scorecard perspectives. Now let's see the perspective, their goals, objective and measurements. When we take the customer perspective, here the main goal is to continuously improve customer satisfaction. For that, they have to decrease the lead time, they have to increase the on-time delivery, they have to reduce customer complaints, and they have to decrease cycle time. To measure these objectives, they can take the average lead time, they can take the percentage of deliveries on time, as well as they can take number of customer complaints, and they can take average cycle time. Then the second perspective is internal business perspective, which means we have to continuously improve the business processes. For that, we have to increase the quality. At the same time, we have to increase the productivity. In order to increase the quality, we can identify the number of defects and number of time items we have to do the rework, so we can measure it. And to measure the productivity, we can take the average output per employee as the measurement tools. Then innovation and learning perspective focusing on continuous development as well as the deliver new innovative products and service. Here we have to increase sale of new products and services. So we can take measurement tools such as percentage of sales obtained from new products and services. Then, to improve the innovation and learning perspective, we can reduce the development time. So, first of all, we have to take the average time from initial design to production, and in the next stage, we have to reduce this average time from the designing stage to production to reduce the development time. Finally, the financial perspective is focusing on improved financial performance. We can take increase of sales growth, increase of market share, increase of return on investment. So we can take the measurement tools to measure them in a way of growth rate in sales, customers' market share, return on investment, ROCE, ROE. So many ratios we can use to measure this financial perspective. Now let's see what are the benefits of using balanced scorecard. Balanced scorecard provides a comprehensive and balanced view of an organization by considering multiple perspectives, including financial, customers, internal processes, and learning and growth. This holistic approach ensures that organizations don't focus solely on the financial indicators, but consider other factors that drive the long-term success. It helps to align organizational activities with the overall strategy by translating strategies into objectives and measures. It ensures that everyone in the organization understands the strategy direction and work toward the common goal. Balanced scorecard emphasizes not only the short-term financial results, but also it drives long-term success, such as customer satisfaction, improving employee capabilities, process efficiency, which means it contributed to the sustainable growth and competitive advantage. Balanced scorecard facilitate decision making by providing clear understanding how different aspects of the organization are interconnected. It helps to evaluate impact of the decisions on various perspectives and encourage a more balanced approach. Balanced scorecard enhance the communication and transparency. It provides a shared language and framework for discussing performance, then to improve the organization communication, collaboration with different departments, and enable employees to understand how their work contribute to the overall strategy. Further, it can be used as a performance measurement. Balanced scorecard framework enable organization to select and track key performance indicators for each perspective. By monitoring them, organization can gain value for long-term success. Now let's see what are the challenges of balanced scorecard. Complexity and implementation is challenging. Developing and implementing a balanced scorecard requires careful planning and coordination. Therefore, it is a complex process, especially for large organizations involving multiple perspectives, performance indicators, and targets. Designing a balanced set of metrics is accurately reflect the organization's strategy and objectives. Therefore, it is quite challenging. Data availability and measurement is difficult. Balanced scorecard requires and relies on accurate and reliable data. However, obtaining relevant data for all the set of metrics may be difficult, especially for organization which is lacking proper data collection system. Therefore, it requires establishing a good, effective data collection process, which can be time consuming as well as resource intensive. Balanced scorecard lacks flexibility and adaptability. Normally, balanced scorecard typically represent snapshot of organization strategies and performances at particular time period. However, strategies and priorities may be challenged over time due to evolving market conditions or internal factors. The scorecard may be easily adaptable to reflect these challenges, which require updated and revisions to many of the relevant indicators. Therefore, it's difficult to adapt and lack of flexible. The fourth one is its overemphasis on measurement. We know that measurement is a critical component of balanced scorecard. However, overemphasizing the collection and reporting data actually will manipulate the essence of balanced scorecard. If organizations become too focused on meeting targets and key performance indicators without understanding the underlying causes and taking appropriate actions, the ultimate purpose of balanced scorecard cannot be achieved. There may be information overload. Balanced scorecard can generally generate a significant amount of data and information. Without proper analysis and interpretation, organization may lead to confusion. Therefore, organizations need to ensure that they have the necessary resources and systems to collect effective data, analyze them, and communicate them